Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about the challenges which we face while learning English or learning to speak English fluently. So as I always tell you that learning process is a journey, right? It is not something which can be completed in one day or 2 day or a month or a year probably. Okay, it depends on a lot of factors as well, but it is a process, it's a journey, right? It cannot be completed in a limited frame of time, and the more you give time, the better you become. Okay, and whatever you achieve after a certain period of time, again if you keep on speaking the language, you will again keep on improving. So it's a never ending process basically. I also keep on speaking and keep on improving every single day, and while talking to you guys as well. So so today I'm going to talk about the challenges which we face during this journey. Okay, so there are some genuine challenges which we really face, during the process of learning English, okay, or learning to speak English fluently. We make up our minds and learning process also. We have all the resources and everything, but then there are some challenges which we face, and we want to get some solutions to it. Okay, so today I'm going to take up the first challenge, which is we always have this thing that we don't have anybody to speak English with. So what do we do? Okay, should we stop learning English, or should we stop thinking about our dream, like one day we'll be fluent in English? No, you don't have to give up on your dreams. You don't have to give up on your learning journey. You will definitely speak English fluently. I have the solutions for you. So guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you to speak English fluently and confidently. On that note, guys, if you haven't subscribed my channel, do subscribe my channel. Give me a thumbs up, share my videos, and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any notification. Well, let's get started. So the challenge which I have taken up today is like, I don't have anybody to speak English with. How do I learn to speak English fluently then? Or will I not be able to speak English fluently? Yes, of course, you will be able to speak English fluently without anybody. You don't need anybody who can speak to you in English initially. Okay, so at least till the intermediate stage, we can always use a lot of techniques and things which will help us to become more and more confident and fluent in ourselves, so that once we are confident and fluent enough, we can face the world or face the other challenges. Okay, so for that thing, I would suggest we can always practice listening and speaking together. Okay, so I'll talk about listening first, and then I'll talk about speaking. Okay, you can practice either these two separately, or you can combine and practice this. Okay, so either you can do. Coming to listening, now when we are practicing listening, now what do listening means? Like practicing listening, what does it mean? It just means that you are listening to something which is in English. Or for that matter, we are consuming English. Okay, consuming means we are watching, we are listening, we are creating an environment, or we are creating an English moment. Okay, so whatever you practice, you have to practice listening in English first. Okay, so for that, what you can do is you can either listen to audiobooks, you can either listen to podcasts, you can listen to news, you can listen to sports commentary, you can listen to comedy shows, you can listen to TED Talks, you can listen to talk shows and cooking shows, and a lot many things. I mean, the universe is in your hands, guys. It's just on the tip of your finger. You have your mobile, you have internet, you can browse anything, you can search anything, you can listen to any piece of information which suits you, which you find interesting. Okay, and which will help you to get glued to it. and you will be more excited and more interesting content. So basically you can find interesting contents online and you can just listen to that piece of information. Okay, but while listening you have to focus on listening, like what you are listening to. Okay, you have to understand what the idea is, what the person is trying to convey, how they are putting up their words, how they are framing the sentences, how they are coming up with the ideas and their thought process. A lot of things you have to start analyzing at that time. It's not about just listening, putting your headphone on and just listening to English. No, you have to concentrate, you have to focus on what you are listening to, how they are making sentences, how they are pronouncing words, how they are coming up with the ideas, how they are translating the ideas, what you are able to understand. So there are a lot of things which goes into listening. Okay, so you have to catch those things. You have to focus, you have to concentrate on listening, whatever piece of information you are listening to. Now, while listening, what techniques you can follow? There are a lot of techniques which you can follow while listening. The first one is shadowing technique or the imitation technique. Okay, so for example, listening also, if you watch something and you are listening to it, like for example, if we take a movie, you are watching a movie, okay, and you find a dialogue very interesting or an actor or his character very interesting. Okay, and we all do this, right? When we watch a Shah Rukh Khan movie or we watch a Hrithik Roshan movie, for example, Fighter. So we have certain, dialogues and certain scenes which make us very excited, right? And we want to repeat that dialogue and we want to role play that. We want to repeat that dialogue. So the same thing, what you have to do is shadowing. When somebody is speaking something, when you like that piece of probably the dialogue or anything, you just pause it and you repeat after that person and see how that person is saying and how you are saying. Probably the first time it will not be easy for you to repeat at the same pace, so you can pause the video, hear the sentence carefully, pause the video, repeat that sentence. Next time again you hear that person, how that person is saying, how fast they are saying, how slow they are saying, what they are emphasizing on, and then again repeat the process. And then third time try to repeat it with the person. Okay, so 3, 4 times, 5 times if you practice, you will come on the same page. Okay, how the actor is saying the dialogue and how you are saying the dialogue. It will be very similar in 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts. So this is what shadowing is. This will help you to understand what the person is trying to say, what expressions you have to use, what words you have to emphasize on, how the intonation of the sentence will be, how the pronunciation of the words will be. So when you carefully listen to the person and try to speak with that person, it will help you to be more accurate in speaking. Okay, so that is why you can follow shadowing technique. Any movie, any show, anything you're watching or you're listening to, anything you are listening to, listen to one sentence, pause it and again repeat it, how that person has spoken that sentence. Then second time you analyze it little bit more and then speak. The third time you try to speak with that person at the same pace which the person is speaking. Okay, so this way it will help you to speak also. The listening will help you to speak. So this is what shadowing technique is. You have to speak with that person. Okay, I have a video on shadowing also if you want to get more clearer picture about a website also which helps you to do shadowing to follow shadowing technique. So you can just take that reference from. Second thing you can practice by listening is role plays. So as I said, the dialogue which you liked about the actor, the dialogue which you liked, which the actor spoke about or the villain spoke, or if you liked any scene of the movie or a song or a play or a series or anything for that matter, just try to rehearse it and try to get into that role and try to say that dialogue, try to imitate that scene. Okay, try to perform that scene. Okay, suppose if there is a scene wherein, you know, a villain and hero are fighting, okay, and then the villain has come up with some dialogue, the hero has come up with some dialogue, and then they start speaking to each other and they start fighting. That is a scene. So you can just think about the scene and you can become the hero, or you can become the villain, and then you can start acting, you know, that scene. So this will also help you to speak English better. Okay, so listen to that scene, listen to that piece of information, and then start doing role plays and start acting. Okay, repeat those dialogues. Try to repeat it in your own words also. That's okay. This will help you, guys. Third one is, if you listen to any talk shows or chat shows, there are lots of, you know, Coffee with Karan or probably any other talk shows you listen to, right? There are a lot of, you know, Hollywood talk shows also, or English talk shows also. But I'm not suggesting you right now because, you know, they are a little difficult to understand because of the accent. But of course, you have to try that, right? You have to listen to it, because once you'll not understand, second time you try to listen to it, third time, fourth time, you will understand that. Okay, so you have to get into that practice as well. So, but you can start with Coffee with Karan probably. Okay, so just if you listen to those talk shows and see how, you know, people are questioning, you know, how questions are put to the person and how that person is answering the questions. The same way, what you can do is you also can make a list of questions, similar questions, and then try to answer those questions, okay, in English. So you can practice on your own these things, right? So take an example of the talk show. You find some questions very interesting, like, you know, tell me something about your life or something, an interesting incident from your life. So we all have some interesting incidents from our lives as well, right? Why can't we answer that question as well, right? So make a note of such questions when you're listening to any talk show or any chat show or anything for that matter, right? And make a list of some questions, and whenever you are sitting in a free time, you just ask yourself those questions and try to answer those questions in English. Okay, this will really help you to make yourself more confident and fluent in English. Okay, so this is how you can, you know, make use of listening, or you can develop your listening skills and speaking skills also by just listening to any piece of information. Okay, so you have to take care of these things while listening, and you have to practice these shadowing, role plays, or any situation you pick up and start acting about that situation. Talk shows, you watch some talk shows, come up with some questions on your own and start answering those questions. Okay, so these are going to help you to speak English more fluently and confidently. And here you don't need anybody, right? You don't need a partner here. You can just answer, you can just speak to yourself, and you can just practice. You have everything with you. Okay, now let's come to speaking. Okay, so I said listening and speaking together. In listening also, while listening, what all practice of speaking you can do, I have already told you. Now let's talk about speaking separately. Now how you can speak on your own. The first method is mirror talk, which is very useful, guys. Today also I practice this. I have a session today. I dress up, I do anything. I am in the kitchen, I am doing something, you know, pressing my clothes or whatever I am doing. I am just talking to myself. I just talk to myself that what I am going to talk about. I know the topic. So I am just talking to myself about it. Okay, so I still practice that, whether I am in the washroom, in front of the mirror, or I am pressing my clothes, or I am in the kitchen, or I am eating. I am rehearsing everything. So I do that. I follow that, guys, till date. So guys, this is a very important technique and it's very helpful. Trust me on this. Try doing this. Try using this mirror talk. It is really going to help you. So whenever you are in front of the mirror, or if you're not in front of the mirror also, that's fine. It's called mirror talk just because, you know, you can just see yourself there and you can talk to yourself, and you will be more comfortable because you can see yourself there. You see that somebody is standing in front of you and you're talking to that person. You're looking into the eyes and the expressions and everything you can notice, and you're talking. So that is why it is called mirror talk. But there's also something which is called self-talk, which you are doing in front of the mirror also. It's the same. It's just that when you're eating, when you are pressing your clothes, when you are, dressing up, making a hairstyle or doing anything, you're talking to yourself, which means that, you are talking to yourself, right, at that time as well. So use those time. It's just that use those times to speak in English. Talk to yourself about anything, like your plan for the day, or you're going for any presentation, or you're going for any meeting, or you're going for any exams, or any viva, or anything for that matter. You just come up with something. Okay, you can, if not, you don't have anything in the morning, you just start speaking about your plans, your daily routine, your lunch, your breakfast, your dinner. You're going to college, you're going to school, you're going to office, whatever your plans are, you can just speak about that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whenever you get time. Okay, so this is a very useful technique and it definitely helps, guys. Another one is audio or video recording. Now I've spoken about mirror talk and self-talk in detail, right? Now another thing you can do is you can record a video or an audio of yours. So whenever you are listening to anything or you're speaking about anything, as I said, your plans for the day, or your goals, your job search, or what kind of job you want, what kind of education you want, what are you thinking of your higher studies, or anything for that matter, environment, climate, winter, summer, whatever topic you get, which comes into your head immediately, take the topic. Any matches going on, cricket, badminton, table tennis, football, anything which comes up to your mind, just speak about it, record it on your mobile. Your mobile is always there with you, so don't give me that excuse, guys. You can take out your mobile and start recording. If you're comfortable with a video recording, well and good. Record it for 5 minutes or 2 minutes or 1 minute, whatever suits you. Speak on that topic. Or you can, if you're not comfortable with a video thing, start with an audio and then you can probably go to the video as well. So record your video and audio, sorry. And whenever you get free time, you listen to it and see how you are, whether you're confident in speaking, whether you've forgotten any words, or whether you have not completed the sentence. So what all the shortcomings are, you have to note it down, you have to analyze it, and then the second time when you make that video or audio, improvise on that, and then again analyze it and see what improvement you have made. Okay, so this analysis is very important. The introspection is very important, guys. You have to analyze it every point of time so that you do not repeat the same mistake again, and you have to be your own judge. Okay, third one is you can always come up with jam sessions. Jam session is nothing, it's just called JAM, means just a minute sessions. Okay, here also, as I said, that you can always pick up a topic or any topic for that matter. You're going somewhere, you're traveling, you're in a cab, you are in a auto rickshaw, you are in a taxi, you are in your own car, or you are in a bus, doesn't matter. You just pick up a topic while driving to your location, like office or school, college, or anywhere where you are going, you just pick up any topic and start speaking. Nowadays it's very easy. You can put a headphone and you can have a mobile, you can just record your audio. Nobody will understand whether you're talking to somebody or you're talking to yourself, right? Everybody speaks now, so you don't know what is going on. So you can just put on your headphones, record yourself and speak for 1 minute. Okay, and then again you listen to what you have spoken about, and then improvise on those things. The next step is you can jot down some ideas about it, right? 2-3 ideas you can write down and then start speaking about it. Then again listen to it, and the third time you again elaborate on those ideas. You can probably again pick up that paper and then write more notes on it, like what you can add more. to those ideas, and then you can elaborate on those ideas, and third time record that elaborated speech. Okay, for 1 minute only. So this will help you to improve your content, this will help you to improve your script, and this will help you to improve your speech and your speaking abilities. So guys, these all exercises are for you, which will help you in speaking English fluently. So these are the techniques, tips, tricks, methods, whatever you say. Pick up any one, pick up any two, practice all of it, whichever suits you. Whatever time you have, just utilize these things. Utilize these techniques, guys. These helps like wonder. Trust me on this. It has helped me. I never had any resources at that time. I was not born at the age of internet. I was not born at the age of mobile phones. I was born at a time where there was no resources. Nobody was there to talk to me. But still, I learned something, right? So, there are methods which can help you while you are alone or there's nobody to talk to you in English as well. Don't lose these opportunities, guys. These are also opportunities which will help you to introspect, which will help you to become your own judge. It will develop more qualities in you. Okay, you can correct yourself, you can learn on yourself, you can come up with new techniques, you can come up with new innovative ideas, right? So these are going to help you in many ways, not only speaking English fluently, but it will help you to develop a lot of other qualities as well. Try doing these and let me know if it has worked for you. See you until next time. Bye-bye.